Welcome to A Day in the Life. We're doing something a little bit different this month on our YouTube. We're doing a behind the scenes of what it's like to be a restaurant owner. I was gonna try to find like a typical day. There are not a lot of typical days as a business owner. There's some routine and some regularity, but every day is kind of different, and today is no exception. So, usually, this is a Thursday. Usually on Thursdays, I have an office day, and it's kind of the catch up, catch all day. Wednesdays are my Mondays, so they're my first day back at work for the week, and it's a lot of like catching up with my team, how have things started out for the week, debriefing from the weekend. It's a lot of meetings, planning for catering, things like that, paying bills. So then Thursday usually ends up being all the things that I didn't get done on Wednesday. And ideally Thursdays have a little bit more time for kind of like long-term planning and like digging into business numbers, kind of vision planning, things like that. Today, we have workshops. So we're doing 2 disability workshops this evening, which means that I'll be at work late, and so I'm going into work a little bit later. So instead of going in this morning and diving straight into office work, I'm actually going to Winston-Salem, which is why I'm in the car. That's where my parents live, so I'm going to go do a couple things with my mom this morning. And then I'll go home and I will walk my dog. And then I'll go into work and I'll try to do my office stuff, and then we'll do some workshops. So come along for the ride today. Also, can't say this is the best or my favorite recording setup. But it is what it is for today. Okay, this is trying to make this a little bit more interesting. Do you know how when you have dreams, like sometimes you forget them until something happens during the day that like sparks your memory, and you're like, oh, I had a dream. Okay, so I got in the car this morning and I started driving. I was like, oh, I had this dream last night that I got pulled over for speeding, which has happened to me one time in my life, and then it freaked me out. I hate getting caught for like doing something wrong. So I don't speed. Haven't. I was 18 years old when that happened. So it was a formative memory for me. Anyways, had this dream last night that I took a shot of homemade vanilla. And by a shot, I mean like a tablespoon, which is basically vodka with vanilla beans in it. And then I went to go pick something up from Walgreens, and it was late at night, and I'm driving, and it was like I'm in the car, and I just did not really have good control over it. It's like red lights were coming up, and I just couldn't slow down, and I just like went through the red lights, and I knew that I was going through them, and I couldn't stop. And after I went through the second one, then this motorcycle cop like pulled up behind me and pulled me over, and I was like, I know that I went through the red lights, I know I was speeding. They were like, you were going really fast. I know, I'm really sorry. And the whole time I'm thinking, I wonder if they are thinking that I'm a drunk driver because I drank some homemade vanilla, which is that's not something that's part of my lifestyle, guys, just so you know. But I was like, I have gum in my car, but I think they'll get suspicious if I try to pop gum in my mouth really fast, like I'm trying to hide the way that my breath smells. And I was like, you shouldn't be worried because it really smells like vanilla and not like vodka. But I was still freaking out. So then I like went into my glove box to get my registration out, and there was a sticky old cough drop in there, and the cop had already commented like, your voice is kind of hoarse, and I was like, I know, it's allergy season. So I was like, this is a good decoy, like I can pop this cough drop, they won't notice that seems weird, and it'll mask this smell, and they won't think that I'm a drunk driver, they'll just think that I was a reckless driver. I did that, and then they gave me a ticket, and my punishment was that I had to go. I was 20 miles over the speed limit. And I was like, they can just take my license, but they didn't. But my punishment was that I had to go to court, and I had to stand up in front of the judge, and I had to admit what I had done. I was like, honestly, that's my nightmare. Oh, it's so bad. I was like, I have some usual stress dreams. That was not the usual one. Anyways, there you go. A sneak peek into the stress dreams of a business owner. Alright, I'm going to Costco, which is my least favorite place in the world. But we need more meat for supper club tonight. Okay, made it out alive. It's so hard to find my car in this parking lot because I have a little car and this is built for big cars that's hiding. Alright, stress high in Costco, always. Everything's so freaking big. The aisles are big, the carts are big, the food is big, the lines are big. It's like all the things that I don't like about corporate America in one place. But supper club, it's important, and it was faster to stop here on my way home than it was to try to go somewhere else. So, mission accomplished. Now for some deep breath. Didn't have quite enough gas to make it all the way back to Greensboro, so. Alright, it's a walk time. Quick walk break between errands, and then we're headed into work. I still do things the old-fashioned way. There's a paper calendar and some whiteout. I just can't keep it straight if it's electronic. Okay, the usual routine is that I get here, I unload my stuff, I check in with the team, I see how they're doing, if they need any help. I help out front. I did that a little bit today. They were kind of getting popped for lunch when I got here. So, ran some food, put some people on a list, changed a ticket, and then I dig through my emails and make sure that I'm up to date on that. Kind of prioritize anything that's quick that I can respond to right away. I do that. If there are things that are longer or that are not like urgent to do today, I usually push that to the bottom of the list, but try to still get through them by the end of the day so things don't pile up too much. And then today I've pulled together some handouts for our workshop tonight. Liz sent these over to me. She's my buddy and my teammate who's gonna be helping lead the workshop tonight. Have gone through our French supper club kind of prep for tonight and communicated that to the kitchen, touched base on a catering that we have. Sorry, there's something stuck in my throat. Touched base on a catering that we have tomorrow and called the client to get payment because he had called earlier and they were busy out front. So Annette took a message, and then that was something I could do to help support them. So called him back. And then now I'm gonna start to dig into my list for the day, which includes following up with my bank, adding some things to our website, working on getting some plans set in motion for our 5-year birthday this year. We're getting some things coordinated now, and then getting ready for the workshops tonight, helping the team close out the restaurant and switch over for supper club. So we'll be kind of documenting all of that. How long was it in the oven?
A while. It went in at 9 o'clock. 9-ish. Came out halfway through lunch.
Oh no! Little lunch break. are starting to get set up for our evening tonight. We've got brunch supper club, which will be out in the restaurant space, and then we've got 2 educational workshops that we're doing, and those will be back here in our lovely classroom space. We are doing disability language and awareness, and then self-advocacy in life and work. Okay, so we've taught our first workshop. We are now back to do workshop number 2. I'm resetting the room. The group is out there eating. So first workshop went well. We had 6-7 people in here, which is great. And then I think we've got about the same number again who are coming for self-advocacy in life and work. So I'm doing a little bit of erasing the whiteboard, kind of tidying up the room, getting the handouts ready for the second class that's gonna come in here. I should hold this further away from my phone. My brain is operable, but definitely starting to get a little tired. This is my snack break too. Some cheesy mashed potatoes. I tell you what, for being in the restaurant industry, meals are sometimes sadly sporadic.
The first example is like sharing your goals and desires with everybody is a good example of advocacy. And you can do that through, there's actually...
Okay, the day is done. We have finished up. The room is a little bit disheveled, but I'm gonna tackle that project tomorrow. Our workshops for tonight were a success. We had really fun groups. It was great to get to know some new people and to connect with them and share about the things that we're passionate about and see people connect with and engage. Anyways, it's the end. It's the end of the day. Our workshops were a success. Our classes were so much fun. We had a really great group of people. They just participated and warmed up and gave such good thoughts and asked really thoughtful questions. We had people who were traveling, so we had people who were here from Greensboro and from outside of Greensboro, and so it's just exciting to see the more below the surface aspect of what we do here on a daily basis in terms of advocacy, learning self-advocacy, learning to value and respect ourselves and other people, to use our voices and to feel proud of that, to enact change within the disability. Well, we're enacting change in the world, hopefully, so that disabled humans are seen, celebrated, and accepted more. So anytime, there's a lot of work to do in that area, and anytime we get to make a small dent, it is exciting. So that feels like a win for the day. Kind of closed the drapes and the blinds up in the restaurant and mopped the hallway, and I'm turning off the lights and gonna head home. It's about 9 o'clock, so it's been a full day today, but thanks for being part of it with me and for diving a little bit deeper into my brain and what my totally not so normal, typical, because those aren't things anyways, Thursday. Behind the scenes, a sneak peek into my role in life